what we have here today is a cast iron mould in the shape of a bar or bullion. Bullion is just a fancier word for bar. It's nice and warm to allow for a nice smooth pour. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and people of all genders, you are about to witness a 24 karat gold bar being poured. Cameras at the ready, remaining seated where you are. We now get to the dangerous part of the demonstration. Here we go, folks. Thank you, sir. Folks, what you have just witnessed is hot molten gold at a temperature of 1200 degrees being poured into this cast iron mold. With that being said, I have taken the gold a little higher in temperature today to give me the opportunity to get that gold poured into the mold before it cools to a temperature where it will set as a solid. But gold has the great ability to conduct heat into the base of that mold, and in a short span of time, we can see has become a solid mass. Now, to put that into perspective, folks, if I took the gold out at 1064 degrees, that gold would have solidified in the crucible before even hitting the workbench. So 1200 degrees gives me 15 seconds to get it out and pour it into this mold. But what you'll notice, folks, is that there is a fair bit of heat radiating from the base of that mold, simply because the gold had somewhere to transfer the heat rapidly. The amount of heat at which it's forced is 300 degrees. So 1200 take 300 is?
900.
Thank you very much, 900 degrees, which is cool enough for that gold to be solid. But do we think 900 degrees is cool enough to be able to touch?
No.
I know some of you are thinking about it, but I can assure you that if you touch this gold bar right now, woo, you'll be in for a very, very nasty shock. Now, the problem we face is I've taken that gold out of the mold and now has nowhere to transfer its heat rapidly. So in order for this bar to now cool down that 900 degrees, it's going to take about 2 hours. So who wants to wait 2 hours, eh? No, I know you want to get out and see those men in uniform use their weapons. Sorry, I'll make sure we're finished by 3. But I guess in order to get out with enough time to see those men fire their weapons, we have to figure out a way of cooling down the gold. Throw it in the water. All right. Yes, the conveniently placed trough of water I have in my general facility might indicate we can use this to cool down the gold. But I do want to ask the question, therefore, do we think that cold water is going to be enough to cool down this 900 degree gold bar?
Yes.
All right, show of hands who thinks yes, the cold water is going to be enough to cool down the gold bar.
Yes.
All right, show of hands who thinks no, the cold water will not be enough to cool down the gold bar. Show of hands who doesn't care either way, just wants me to get on with it. I should have learned already, audience participation is not your strong suit. Well, I guess the only way to figure it out, folks, is just to simply cold water can cool hot things down. Gold can conduct its heat into whatever it may come into contact with. So, as I submerged the 900 degree gold bar into the cold water cooled down the bar, and that heat went into the water, and the water transferred into what?
Steam.
You're halfway there. Warm water therefore can turn into steam. Yep. That's another way of putting it. I hadn't heard that one before. Yes, steam rose from the trough. We do that on purpose so you can see the reaction of the two. With the steam having fizzled out, that should now tell us that that gold is safe enough to handle. However, it's a visual cue. There really is only one accurate way to test if the gold's going to be safe to touch, and that is just to simply, yeah, that's easy said blacksmith just gets in there and hopes for the best. So, for your entertainment here and now, folks, I'm going to graciously put my life at risk. You're welcome. And we are going to test if this gold bar is safe to touch. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and people of all genders, the gold bar that you are now looking at is... Sorry, that was me, not you. Folks, what you are now looking at is a product of gold that is 24 carat. It is 99.99% pure. It is 100 troy ounces or 3 kilograms in weight. Yes, 3 kilograms in weight is correct. This gold is a dense metal, therefore size and shape has nothing to do with gold. It's irrelevant. So in order to figure out gold, we weigh it, and by weight, we can then evaluate it and figure out what. Yeah, get to it. How much is it worth? And that's the objective. This 24 carat, 3 kilo bar of gold will now be shipped off to be sold, upon which we could estimate to return and receive 260,000 Australian dollars. That is the current price market value for this 3 kilo bar of gold you see before you. Now this gold bar, folks, wouldn't that be nice? No, we're not like the confectioners, alright? Folks, we don't actually ship this one off to be sold, we use it for our demonstration. So you're looking at a bar of gold that has been remelted for 28 years. 28 years ago this bar was worth $50,000. Today it sits just above $250,000. The reason being, gold is an investment because it can do things other metals cannot. So in order to keep this investment nice and secure, I now just throw it into my safe. It now has a code which only I know. Hooray! Folks, to tie up this demonstration here today, I would like to say in language Dolki Dolk and Dolkai Wilnyawi Sovereign Hill, which means thank you and enjoy the rest of your afternoon with us at Sovereign Hill. Get out